Backstage with all these fantastic guys, being in the middle of it, being a pro. How was your experience back then?
I looked at it like this. I said, there's no way I'm going to beat these legends that's still competing, but I'm going to have a good showing. So I made sure that my body was well conditioned, and I did some things that I knew they couldn't do. So I felt good about that. And I didn't care where I placed. It was just the thrill of being on stage with those legends, you know? So I felt good. Oh, they train hard.
I think in 99, from what I saw, he trained very, very hard. I don't know, was there a difference between 99 and 2002? I'm not sure.
In 99, you got to understand, I trained Paul Dillette, I trained Chris Cormier, all three of those guys together, and they pushed one another. So they had to train harder because Chris was coming on strong, and Paul had every single body part you could ever want. It's just he just didn't have a back. He could never feel his back, but everything else he had. So Flex had to train different. He couldn't lollygag anymore. He had to train and put the time in.
Yeah.
Okay. Another of your clients, Mr. Olympia, Dexter Jackson, he was
unbelievable.
Yeah, he was unbelievable. I mean, no question about it. But for him, you were really the best trainer in the world. And he especially moved from Florida all the way to Los Angeles just to train with you. That's crazy. 3,000 miles.
We talked about it. And he was saying, man, I think I may be ready to retire. Because if I place out of the top 5, I'm gonna retire. I said, well, you got a lot of life in that body, man. You just got to train a little different. And so we put a program together just for him, and he loved it. And every time he come in the gym, we did something just a little different than the time before. He loved it. And that's why he moved out.
You think Chris Cormier could have been much better? Because he had a reputation as the party boy. He would sometimes even before a show go out. And I guess you know that.
Yeah, I knew it. It was hard to pin him down because he loved the party. But what he put in, he got out. That's why. And the judges all knew that. He partied quite a bit. And I think they sort of hit him hard sometimes when they should have. It had nothing to do with what he did as long as he brought something to the table. And he was bringing a lot to the table at that time.
Right.
But they judged him on what he was doing after hours, which was wrong.
Right. It's a shame though, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
a lot of shows. A lot of shows he should have won, and because the judges knew that he was partying, they penalized him. So.
Yeah, I think he came 6 times second at the Arnold Classic.
Yes. Out, and they says, okay. They gave me some aspirins to take. I took the aspirins and stuff like that. Then I go home, but then I called my cardiologist. And he says, I said, Doc, when you had your heart attack, how did you feel? He told me, I feel that same way. So he tells me, listen, you go immediately to the first hospital you see and you tell them. So that's what I did. Sure enough, I had a heart attack.
Heart attack a week later was Mr. Olympia, and you were already there and nobody would even know that you had a heart attack.
Yep. Yeah. I was there.
I know.
Yeah.
I remember.
Told me that you were arrested with $250,000 in your trunk.
That's a lie.
Okay.
It was 300,000.
No, who in their right mind gonna carry that kind of money around in their trunk? You're kidding. People make up all sorts of lies to tell. If it's the more they can stretch it, the more they're gonna stretch it. But that wasn't the truth. The truth of it is they did arrest me. But what they were trying to do is prove
45.
Can't get that secret away.
So
thank you. I appreciate that one.
Do you see yourself ever retiring, laying on the porch, doing nothing?
No. They're going to take me out of that gym.
I always said I want to die under the squat rack, and Charles wants to die training some person, I guess.
Yes. Yes.